What's up guys, GameRager 95 here and welcome to this brand new FIFA 14 series. This is career mode and this is QPR. I've chosen QPR firstly because they're my favourite team. I support them through thick and through thin, and we've had to deal with a lot of thin over the last 2 years, and now we are finally back on track to get back into the Premiership and hopefully succeed in doing so and in staying up. But I've chosen them because obviously it's quite interesting, like, to see the development of that side. This is a team that had so much money, and they had brilliant owners and things like that, and managers who seemed to know what they were doing, and unfortunately things just didn't work out, and now they are. But I'm doing this so that I can sort of have my sort of say, I guess, on the future in this game, at least. Have sort of just, you know, some interesting storyline to it, in that it's QPR. This is a team who had the potential to succeed, who was expected to, and for some reason or another they didn't. But I want to try and bring that success in this series. Obviously they're now doing it in real life, joint top of the championship with a game in hand at this moment in time. But yeah, so we get this series started. First of all, we get some messages. You know, all the basic stuff that you get at the start, just saying global transfer network. My league goal is to get promoted, and we go first to the free agents, and we get these two people, Pedro Azogwe and Sally Dawson, who are two young free agents, have the potential to be quite good, hopefully. So we try to give them good contracts. I think like 2.5k maximum for each of them or something like that, which is pretty good for me. Now here's the issue with being QPR. A lot of their players are loaned out, and that's not good, because it means that they take up space in my squad, and I can't put any other players in there. So what I do is I get Luke Young and I release him. I bring back Sean Derry from his loan and I release him, even though I love Sean Derry in real life, and I wish him well at his club. Millwall? Yeah, Millwall. I wish him well at Millwall, but for now I release him. And then all these over 30 players who I can release, or who I can put up on transfer, I do, because I don't think over 30 in FIFA just means that their rating's going to shoot down so quickly. And we start building our team based on the players that I want to sort of maintain in the squad, and we start with Richard Dunn and Nedemonua at centre back. In goal for the moment we've got Rob Green. He will hopefully be replaced soon by Brian Murphy and by someone else if I bring someone else in. We have Simpson at right back, Asuikoto at left back. Defensive mid is Diakite and Faurlin. Then right mid, I think we've got Matt Phillips. Left mid is Junior Hoylett. Attacking mid, Niko Kranjcar, and striker Charlie Austin. And that's sort of the base of the team that I want to build. Those guys are going to be key. One thing to note is that Niko Kranjcar isn't actually on loan in the game, because his parent team, Dynamo Kiev, aren't in the game. So he's actually permanently at QPR, which is quite good for me. Now here, Brian Murphy, I take him off the transfer list and I bring back Michael Harriman from loan to have backup at right back, because I don't think having Danny Simpson and Sally Dawson is enough really. You need to have 3 players in those positions available to replace your first team players. Now I go to my scouting, my global scouting network, and I start building these, looking for the positions that I want to get players in. And we start off with wingers, centre back, and right back. And I don't know why I go right back, to be honest, because and goalkeeper as well. But right back, it doesn't make sense looking at it now, just on the basis that, I mean, I've got 3 right backs already. I don't need another one. And then we go out and get this scout here. The reason I didn't get the others who were higher rated was because they're a bit more expensive, and it's not going to make much of a difference to me. But we do get Azogwe and Sally Dawson, and those two we've got. Now we've got here Junior Malanda. Now he's I didn't realize this when I actually was recording this, but he's actually on loan at Zulta Wagram, I think, and his parent club is VfL Wolfsburg, so I won't be able to get him quickly. Now we get a few offers here for like I think Barton, Genus and Green. I can't remember who the second one was, but Barton and Green definitely. And we try to bring up their prices. And we go into our first preseason match here against Club Leon. That's it's going to be quite a good match hopefully, but preseason is quite difficult because you don't really know who your best team is at the moment at that point, and there are always these young players who want to play early, and you sort of have to give them their time. So that's what preseason is for. And we get started. Samba Diakite here playing it to Matt Phillips. Matt Phillips loses the ball, and Hernandez is straight through, finds Burbano, and obviously he's gonna cut in here and pass it back, and somehow this is gonna go in. I have no idea how bad the defending was there really, and Britos puts them 1-0 up. And in the second half we managed to play the ball out. Ali Faurlin finds Niko Kranjcar, who finds Charlie Austin in a lot of space. Austin now cuts in, looks for a good pass to play, but he can't find anyone. That's the key issue with playing one up front, is that there aren't many players who can attack the box really. But we do get an opportunity here. The ball is played out, and Ali Faurlin here takes the shot, and it's somehow saved by their goalkeeper. What an excellent save, and that leads to them winning. So I've lost my first preseason match, obviously not going too well. Ipswich did beat Saint-Etienne though. I pronounced that wrong, Saint-Etienne I think, but they did beat them, which is a bit of a shock. And then we do get this guy here, Gregor Zabre. I find him, and I stall with him because I am offered him on loan, and I want to see if I can first get a goalkeeper permanently before I take someone on loan. And we go into our next match here against this I think it's a Colombian or Chilean team. The name evades me at the moment, but I decide to put a few outskirt players, I guess I'll call them, into the squad here, and we go with people like Carl Henry and all those, and Julio Cesar, Yun Suk Young. Those guys are all sort of in this squad. And unfortunately I think that's Dawson. He gives away a penalty really early on in the first half, 5 minutes in, and Cuellar takes the penalty and scores to put them 1-0 up 6 minutes into the match. But not too long after, Dawson manages to win the ball, play it through to Mo Sharif, who's going to try and win the ball back here. He does exactly that. What a cross in, and what an excellent bit of positioning from Armand Traore to put me 1-1 in this match, which is pretty important. Gives my players a bit of confidence, gives me a bit of confidence, until we get to the 29th minute when Hugo Droguet puts it in, and that's a bit disappointing really. Obviously I don't want to be losing many of these preseason matches. And we go into the second half here. Tom Carroll finds Junior Hoylett, who finds the ball in Mo Sharif's header, and we make it 2-2, I believe. Yeah, 2-2. And we try to push on from there, but unfortunately we miss in the final minute, and the match stays as a draw against Cobreloa, I think their name. And just some of the other results here. FC Sion drew with Middlesbrough, KA Ghent drew with Sheffield Wednesday, and Perth Glory drew with Charlton Athletic. These are teams in my league who have just drawn. And we get an offer from Madrid for Julio Cesar. We try to bring them up to 2.9 million, sorry, and we go into our next preseason match against FC Groningen. And they're going to be quite interesting opposition. I seem to remember there was a video recently of one of their players pretending to faint after getting a red card. I'm not sure who it is, but that was a bit surprising for me to see. In any case, on to the match. Matt Phillips gets a cross in, Mo Sharif on the edge of the box, and his shot is saved. Then we don't really have much going on in this match. 80th minute, Niko Kranjcar cuts in, his shot is saved by the goalkeeper. Brilliant goalkeeping there to keep them in it. And in the 90th minute, Ali Faurlin tries to play the ball through. Armand Traore takes a turn. Brilliant skill to beat his two men. And he gets a shot away, and it somehow goes wide. And the match ends with that. And that's the second match in a row where it ends on my shot being missed, which is a bit disappointing. I would have liked to score both of those shots and win the match. But a few other results there for you on the screen that you probably just saw. And finally, to end this episode, Jermaine Genius gets we get a transfer offer for him, and we want 1.1 million. Will we get it? We don't know. Same with Julius Cesar. They offer 2.8, and we say yes, we'll take that. And that is how the episode ends, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed watching my first career mode video of FIFA 14. It was fun for me to make. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you all next time.